What's up everyone, Stoeman here. Welcome to another episode. I'm super excited to show you today's lineup of NFT artists. So on today's episode, we've asked 22 NFT artists, how do you come up with the pricing for your NFT collection, and how often do you adjust the pricing and why? Let's see what they had to say. So before we get started, don't forget to like and comment on the video, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to view more pieces from the artist or contact the artist, their information will be in the description below. And if you'd like to read a short bio of the artist, that information will be in the comment section below. Now let's get started. Astrolucha. Astrolucha says, regarding pricing, we believe that our NFTs are reasonably priced, therefore we do not make any price adjustments. All of our art is hand-drawn by Marvel and DC artists and talented Latin artists, so we base ourselves on giving back to these artists as much as possible, as the project is created by artists for artists to fund independent creators via blockchain. Very cool project. Keep up the great work. BlueZima.eth. BlueZima.eth says, I don't use a complex method to price my art. I base it on its value to me and a fair price for me and the buyer. Therefore, I do not make any price adjustments because the price is already set fairly. Great collection. Keep up the great work. Boxman. Boxman says, the price is decided by seeing successful creators, so that's why we priced our NFTs as low as possible. That's why we set it so low to attract the mass of people who will love them. Our main goal is to attract the people, and if they buy these, they will be added to the Discord server of Boxman. Great project. Keep up the great job. ᴍᴅʀᴱ32. ᴍᴅʀᴱ32 says, when pricing my NFTs, I look at whether the piece is a one-of-one or a part of a collection. The type of art and what similar pieces are selling for also help me to determine the price. The amount of effort to create the NFT and any costs I had comes into play as well. I have not adjusted our price yet because I think we hit a sweet spot. Very cool collection. Keep up the great job. Doodle Yacht Club. Doodle Yacht Club says, my floor price is only 0.005 ETH or $5. It is low because I am newly launching my collection and I am minting now, and I'm still trying to figure out my process. I uploaded 1,500 items and my collection has 10,000 items which are under the uploading process. Great collection. Can't wait to see what you come up with next. Dr. Mdras. Dr. Mdras says, I actually decide prices according to my effort. Also, I now am keeping it limited as I just started my journey. I don't change it often because I believe that my NFTs are reasonably priced. Great collection. Keep up the great job. Grégory Dreyfus. Grégory Dreyfus says, how do I come up with the pricing for my NFT collections? And at that point, this is the same thing for my physical artworks. This is just the sensation of the energies balanced and applied to achieving your artwork, always first. That's all still the work of the potential forces working on an oeuvre to build it. Technicality and hours spent, expertise responding to a subject's answer, and an artistic direction combined to adjust an equilibrium between spaces, lines, and colors, to deliver something more or less beautiful but attractive and vibrant. Second, it is always regarding whom it'll be referred to and which market you should be referred to as well. Then the singularity of a single piece on a singular collection, or the proposition of rarity for collectibles. To me, it's derived from an equation depending from the object. I prefer also always make rare pieces, slightly different each time, even with collectibles. Then with a price simply corresponding to the general market trends and the price of the ETH. And how often do you adjust your pricing? Depends on what your projects are with. Is the price corresponding for a physical art part either? Sense of Coherence would like to find your market, but sometimes you just need to profile your art for yourself and find your own coherence, whatever forces pull you to adapt it. So sometimes after an ending listing, I reevaluate. And why? What are your absolute needs with NFTs? To make money? To me, it's all about pleasure, and whatever difficulties in private, in professional, or in life, there is a pleasure to sell as a pleasure to buy. Find your inner best adequate feeling of portion of pricing with your pieces. Whatever some others prefers, and as a collector too. I'd like to take an option on some pieces with a just balanced value sometimes, than just looking for the cheapest good looking always. It is not because you made some good trades that it'll be used to perform. Amazing collection. Keep up the amazing work. Hybrid Bunnies. Hybrid Bunnies says, I've kept a constant price for now, but after these pieces, I have decided to list all my pieces and price them based on the floor price. I will lower the price to 2/3 after 1 month and half the price after 2 months. Great collection. Keep up the great work. Ibukun.tez. Ibukun.tez says, I determine my NFT pricing by what the art means to me. The experience that led me to the art, what does it mean to me? Then I decide if I want it to be one of one or editions. If it's going to be an edition, then I'll break down the price. I never adjust my price at all because I believe my art is reasonably priced, and I would prefer to double down on the marketing. Great collection. Can't wait to see what you come up with next. Liquid-NFT. Liquid-NFT says, the way I came up with the pricing wasn't hard. The main way I came up with the pricing was depending on how long each project or NFT took me to create. I haven't changed the pricing as of yet due to the fact that I'm still fairly new in the NFT space and I'm still busy building my following. Great project. Keep up the great work. Mark Bailey. Mark Bailey says, to price items in a collection, I consider how much I would charge a client for the same project. Having contributed to major NFT projects like CryptoFinny on Wax, I have a clear grasp of prevailing wages in the industry. My thinking is that people want to pay a fair wage for the assets. Those that don't want to pay my listed price can submit offers, and I'll accept the reasonable ones. My preference is not to adjust prices once they have been calculated. Amazing collection. Keep up the amazing job. MetaInvaders. MetaInvaders says, the price has been set up on a progressive basis going from 0.1 ETH to 0.2 ETH, considering the phase you mint. We're trying to make it as affordable as possible to support metaverse development in a wide way, and to give people the opportunity to get in the future 3D avatar metaverse ready for no extra cost. We don't plan to change the price set up in the roadmap. For your information, from January 2023, we expect to release 3D avatars for metaverse for 1 ETH price. Very cool collection. Keep up the amazing job. Muddy Honky. Muddy Honky says, there's really no rhyme or reason for my end figure. The pieces I'm most proud of are the ones that are priced on the higher end. I usually change the price once a month. I change prices depending on views and likes. I just figured that if no one buys them at $30, why not try $3,000? Great collection. Keep up the great job. Nice. Nice says, I like to price my pieces less than a cup of coffee. If some of the attributes are particularly rare, I will price them a bit higher. I also feel like it's okay to price the newest pieces at a higher floor price to increase the value of the early purchases as the project gets more exposure and support. I'm a huge fan of 8-bit NFTs. Keep up the great work. PoofyApes. PoofyApes says, we come to the price by having a schedule of rarities according to properties of each NFT, and we try to do the math. Also, we haven't changed the prices before because we are a new project and we just never had the opportunity to change it yet. Great project. Keep up the great job. Red Circle. Red Circle says, I just want everyone to be able to buy one right now and not feel like they must sell it quickly to get some money back. I want buyers to keep it as long as possible so that it takes on sentimental value before taking on monetary value. I don't adjust the prices for now. Great project. Keep up the amazing job. remonnft.eth. remonnft.eth says, on the subject of price, I only consider a middle ground. in giving away the piece at very low prices, but choosing a price that I consider to be correct. There are other more expensive pieces, but only by personal decision. Great collection. Keep up the great work. Robots in Motion. Robots in Motion says, Robots in Motion is a 3-phase project. Phase 1 starts with a Doodle and Sketch 2D collection priced at 0.005 ETH, followed by a 3D collection called Juno's Dream, priced at 0.0085 ETH, and finally an animated collection called Juno's Journey, priced at 0.01 ETH, which will launch soon. As I am new to the space, I have yet to decide how Phase 2 pricing will be like. I've priced my pieces low initially to gain traction and credibility. Once my work is well received by the community, I will be in a better position to price my pieces still with the same cost value to my supporters. My goal with the pricing is to have enough money and resources to successfully complete my other phases, which would include an animation. All holders will be rewarded when this happens. This is the utility of my project. Amazing collection. Keep up the amazing work. The TOKYBiRDS. The TOKYBiRDS says, our primary consideration in pricing was to ensure that the masses could afford a TOKYBiRD. The quality of illustrations from the artists have a higher value alone, but for us, it plays a significant role that participation in the community is possible for everyone. With part of the proceeds, we support charitable projects in Africa and Peru, and more projects will come. We also want to use the proceeds to strengthen the community and reward all members for their participation with special benefits. The TOKYBiRDS are the home for all who wish to make a difference in the world. Together, we want to do a lot of good. We have not yet thought about adjusting the price. We will always try to stay at this price. Amazing project. Keep up the amazing job. The Dawn. The Dawn says, I am new to launching a project, and with photo art being a very small niche, I'm still trying to get a feel for what is a fair price to ask. However, for what I call simple photos, 0.01 ETH is where I typically start, and for a photo that's a bit more difficult to capture, I have yet to release at this point, trying to decide a fair price or whether or not to do an auction. Great collection. Keep up the great job. World Arts 619. World Arts 619 says, after making my art pieces, I show these pieces to my countryside's best artists, then they suggest to me the price I should post them at. After this, I decide for myself the pricing of my NFTs. But yes, I do adjust my NFT pricing only when someone makes an adjustable offer. Great collection. Keep up the great work. Yash. Yash says, I decide the pricing according to the work and time I put into the NFT. And if my NFTs don't sell at the first price, I will surely lower the price because right now I'm a beginner and also a student, and I need some money for my studies and expenses. I also want to show my art to others, so I will surely arrange the price if they ask me about it. Great work. Keep up the great job. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching the whole way through. If you liked the video, don't forget to smash the like button, comment on the video, and please subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to be featured on the next episode, just DM me on Twitter. The instructions are in the description below. A huge thank you to all the NFT artists for their submissions on today's episode. We'll see you next week. Until then, keep on creating.